And that's all I want from here is this life up, because the clock tower is terrifyingly difficult with Maria. So we're going to skip the clock tower for right now. So because Maria and Richter can get up that staircase without having to explore vast amounts of the castle, getting directly from the beginning of the game to the end of the game is pretty much a straight shot. If you can survive the run, you can go right to the last boss right from the beginning of the game, and I really think you only have to kill like 2 other bosses, I think. Maybe 3. Maybe I'm forgetting one. But so anyway, that's why I decided I'm going to kill all the bosses. Just to kind of I'm going to go up in here. Basically, so the LP is a little like longer than just 2 videos. Essentially, I would like it to be a little longer than that. If I could, to use a super jump, you have to push down then up, which is kind of finicky for some reason on the PlayStation and the PSP. Works perfectly fine on the PS1, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain. There's another major difference between Richter and Maria that I've talked a little bit about. How she's... I mean, look how little damage she's doing. 22 damage per hit to that monster. Versus Richter, who does a lot of damage. Not only with his whip, but also with his super jump moves. His high jump and his air dash, which both damage enemies and do more damage than his whip. Richter can kill everything. Maria can't kill anything. I'm having problems with these monsters early in the game. You can imagine what it's like towards the end of the game, where monsters are going to take 30 hits and have attacks that can kill me in 2 hits or so. So, playing the game as Maria is different than playing from Richter, because you have to use her increased mobility to get past monsters you can't kill, like that big iron ball guy. That iron ball guy hits me once, I'm pretty much screwed. That's just the long and the short of it. So the trick is to air dash over his head. So you don't have to fight him. And it took a while, because I had played Symphony of the Night, I don't know, a dozen times or so, as both Richter and Alucard on the PS1, and then again when it came out on Xbox Arcade. And so when I started playing the PSP version, and I started playing as Maria, I was very frustrated, because I was trying to use her the same way I would use Richter. Killing all the monsters and kind of not having to worry about being careful, because anything can die in 2 hits. And where do I need to go from here? I think I'll go down into the caves. I've got my dragon. Let's go down to the caves. That'll be fun. Haha, Flea Man. So once I learned to kind of go around the really difficult monsters, I had a much, much easier time, and I started really enjoying the game as Maria more. Because look how fast she runs. That's just, that there, I can't even articulate how important it is to me that a character can run fast. And as much as I love Alucard, he is a slow character. Unless you want to backdash everywhere, which is just very, very annoying. Richter he can run, but you have to double tap the arrow key to make him do it, which is really annoying. That's like, every bit as annoying as backdashing everywhere. So, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Because that's where I want to go down there, but I have to open up the passage first. So because Maria runs and double jumps, and she's really fast, and because her weapon doesn't cause her to stop in her tracks, she's a more mobile character and just more fun to play as. It's the difference between playing, like, what's a good example here? Well, it's like the difference between playing Simon Belmont in Castlevania 1 and Simon Belmont in Castlevania 4. One is fun and one is not, and that's just the truth. I mean, if I destroyed your worldview or something, I'm sorry, but I do not want to get rid of my dragon. That would be really bad. Because there are bosses down here that I cannot kill without the dragon. So, all of Maria's helper buddies have names, but I don't know them all. So I'm just going to be calling them, the dragon, the bird, etc. And that's not the way I wanted to go. Where is the way I want to go? What's the map look like here? Well, I think I'll go this way first and save. Just because there's a save point here, and playing as Alucard, it's not really important that you save at every opportunity, because it's more about exploring than fighting monsters and trying to survive. But with Maria and with Richter, You really want to, especially when you get to the later parts of the game, those save points are invaluable because they refill your health. And there's a secret area down here, which Maria cannot fully explore because there's a gate she can't open, but I believe there's a life up down here, so... And I can use all the life ups that I can get. If you get every single life up in the game, it's pretty much the difference between the later bosses killing you in 3 hits and killing you in 2 hits. I mean, that's really all the difference is. Fortunately, she can kill these ice monsters in just a couple hits because they are annoying. There we go. Alright. Oops, that's the wrong way. Up. There we go. And... No, there's a boss over here I'll fight. Okay, yeah. 2 bosses, actually. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're gonna get item crash. That's what's gonna happen to you. You just got punked by a bird. That bird item crash, it looks really powerful. It looks like it's an easy win move, but it is not because it does not do very much damage. It only does like 20-some damage per hit, and bosses just have way too much health. And there's the rest of the worm critters. And a couple crashes should be it for her. Yep, that's good. And then we'll get the life up, and I am out of this area. So yeah, really, killing all the easy bosses you can and stocking up on these life ups, it's pretty much a requirement for getting through the later parts of the game with either Maria or Richter. I have done runs where I just started the game and went directly to the last boss, but they are not easy. They're very frustrating, and it means a lot of restarting from save points, etc. And do I want to go up here? Yeah, there's a life up this way, I think. Let's find out. It's either a life up or a heart up, and a heart up would be good too because they don't add to your max... Oops, I don't want that cat. Screw that cat. They don't add to your max hearts the way they do if you're playing as Alucard, but they do give you like 30 or 40 hearts. Nope, it was a life up. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I like they have to stand on this drawer here. That's kind of cool. Why is there a drawer down in the caves? We don't know, but there is, and you have to stand on it in order to get up there. Unless you can double jump, which Alucard can't. Alucard needs the drawer. So now I need to go this way, and there's some life ups over here and some annoying frogs. And I get to make some spear guys drown. Check this out. This is the coolest drowning you will ever see. Those spear guys here, their little cave fills up with water. And then they explode! That's how drowning works, people, in real life. That's why it's so dangerous. Pool safety is of the utmost importance. Was there anything down here? I don't think so. I think there's a life up in one of these pools down here, but I can't remember exactly where. So I will just check out all the pools. Or maybe that was in the other half of the game. Nope, just a heart. Dang it. That's a piece of equipment or an item or something for Alucard. Maria can't use equipment or items, so all of those get replaced by single hearts. They should replace them with fat hearts, in my opinion. But, you know, nobody asked for my opinion. And... actually, you know what? No, down here there's a life up. These guys are annoying, but at least Maria can destroy their projectiles. Nope, there wasn't a life up down there. One of these pools, I swear, I am not lying to you, there is a health potion. And at this point, I need it just to refill my health as much as I need it for the life up aspects. And down here. How can you breathe fire underwater? That don't make no sense. There it is. I knew it. Okay. And there's one more... in this area. No, there's 2 more in this area. 3 more in this area, because there's one there, but I can't get that one yet. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah. So, I did mention that Maria was playable in the Sega I think I mentioned it, in the Sega Saturn version of Symphony of the Night. Nobody played that version because, like, nobody bought a Sega Saturn. Like, I think I knew one kid that had a Sega Saturn, but he was the kid that nobody talked to. So... nobody really got to experience Symphony of the Night from that aspect. And he's going to throw a flaming barrel at me, and something appeared to the wooden bridge. Okay, so we go down this way. I believe this is the correct way. Oh, these guys. Go away. Look how much damage those ice balls do. And that's with a few life ups under my belt. Imagine if I had come here without killing any bosses or getting any of the pickups. Man. My goodness. I'm gonna go up here. But the interesting thing is that Maria is... the Saturn version is very different from in the PSP version. I was surprised, actually. I went and downloaded some videos on the YouTubes here. Here's a life up. And I'll open this. I don't think I'm going to use this door, but I'll open it just because it's there. Like, she has different moves, and I think she's more like Richter. But having not played the Saturn version myself, I cannot really attest to that fact perfectly. Whereas, like I said, she's much weaker, but much more mobile, and very different from Richter in this version. She's also very different than she was in Rondo of Blood, where she was a little kid. And my only experience with Rondo of Blood is on Dracula X Chronicles. That's the only time I've played it. And this is another life up, and now I gotta go back to the wooden bridge. Good job. First I've gotta owl jump my way up this waterfall. So here's the deal with Rondo of Blood. You play as Richter Belmont, and he does not control like he does in Symphony, which I was very disappointed with the first time I tried Rondo, because I wanted him to play kind of like Simon does in Castlevania 4, where he's got air control, and he can, grapple on things, and he's got a one-button sub-weapon. In Rondo of Blood, he's the same old lame, difficult to use, controls like a tank Belmont character who has been plaguing my existence since the original Castlevania. But if you go to a hidden room, excuse me, if you go to a hidden room and you find Maria, you rescue her from, I don't know, a monster or something, and then you can play as her. And Maria has a double jump, she's got air control, she's got these doves, which don't... They're doves in Rondo, they're owls in Symphony, but they're birds in any case. They work pretty much the same. They don't stop her in her tracks. She can use them in midair, no problem.